It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see a pair of teams who shared the city of Dallas in the early 60s. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30. Prescott who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions and only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he's one of the...
what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They exited the pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was
and 15 and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for strength. Trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Running right, it's Pollard. Gets past one man.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, and it's Pollard again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Pollard. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short, and that will keep the lead at 8.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They go play action, now Mahomes.
This one is caught, it's Moore.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Sky Moore.
40 yards.
And the Chiefs have taken it to...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
As as a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, they will run. McKinnon breaks a tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McKinnon. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 21-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Down the numbers. There he goes. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rolling to his right. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
This one home. It's a touchdown.
Run it back. Yeah. Run it back. 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 Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I turn around. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, but running back. Face back with the shoulder pads. Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. My BS, and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I ain't stressed about it. I think less.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the ball.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from Stadium.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to... for the first time.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from it, it absolutely occurred.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, Tua. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Well, Tua's going to change things up.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out So possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Six nothing our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Wanna quit? 13.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 15 yards.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. As we step aside here in this second quarter.
Justin Tucker is the kickoff for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And out come the Dolphins now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll roll him out right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Getting this out to the flat. Mostert
breaks through the contact. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying...
But I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Rolling to his left. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket.
And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
On play action, they'll throw. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Now Tua going to change the play. One more time with Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
A 5-yard touchdown run.
and the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Tua now on first down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Tua going to try and go quickly here.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Tua, a final shot before half. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first It's a run with Mostert.
And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
So we've hit halftime.
Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Play action. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yards.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Christian Wilkins able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game, is he said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Jackson now. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Brandon Jones
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar.
And he won't be able to get the football away. He's going to be sacked. So they're unable to add on to their lead. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the Dolphins are going to recover.
first and 10. It's Mostert. 49 yards rushing now, and 8 carries for him so far.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
22X.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here this third quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now this going to be a quarterback draw.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson. And CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. But Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league. And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special ball.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, Jackson being chased out left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Sliding out of the pocket. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
They will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the... Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Jackson. On the move to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson on second down. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Running the counter with Mostert. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Once again, it's Mostert. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, here comes Mostert. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Sanders on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Well, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to to take this all the way down inside the 40.
There's no downplaying it. We all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Edwards now on 1st and 10, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down. Jackson to throw.
Rolling to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Throwing, Jackson.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get to defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That'll be caught by Hill. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.